4-2 win for the Xavier Musketeers. Big-time win, and we're joined by seventh-year head coach Billy O'Connor. Coach, appreciate you taking some time. Just talk about Nick Boyle. A career-high 7 innings, career-high 11 strikeouts. He was brilliant.
Yeah, he was incredibly sharp, and so happy for Nick. And Nick is, his backstory is the development he's done since he's been here. His freshman year, he's so far away. His sophomore year, he missed due to injury. Last year, you saw flashes of brilliance, but he just wasn't ready. But, man, the kid just has worked incredibly hard to get to this point. And to see him start to really put it together and it to all click for him, he's earned it, he's very talented, but, man, he's worked incredibly hard to get to this point. And it's pretty cool to see his development.
Take us back to that third inning. That was kind of the adversity that he faced. He gave up the run, issued a couple free passes, went out there for the visit. Bases loaded, he gets a big strikeout, and then that really carried him through the middle innings of this game. What did you see from him after that visit? Yeah,
poised, really. He handled himself, and Nick is a guy that he's got a great personality. He's a funny kid, but, he's got a pretty slow heartbeat when it comes out to when he's on the field, and that's good, especially in that situation when things aren't going well. And you look at what happened on Friday, and you look at what happened on Saturday, where things started to really speed up on some guys, and before you know it, it's a 7 spot or an 8 spot. And we talk about damage control. Nick did a great job of shutting it down in 1 run, and holding it right there. So a credit to him and his poise, and that's another sign of his maturity.
Well, you talk about damage control, right? And it's not easy for freshmen to be mature, right? But Hooker gets the job done. You trust this freshman arm out of the pen. Pulls the Houdini, right? Bases juice against Hernandez. We know what he can do at the plate. Just talk about his effort out of the pen.
Jake's, he's very similar to Nick in that, he's pretty calm out on the mound, but he's really, he's a tough dude. I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley or anything. Which for a freshman, that's a tough line to walk. Some guys are so overwhelmed in the situation that they either go one way where they're sped up and their head's spinning, or they go the other way where they don't even know how to compete. And for him to throw last weekend and close out a game against the national champions, for him to throw this weekend and close out a game against a team that hosted a regional last year, he's mature beyond his years. It really is, on top of being a really talented baseball player. So it was cool to see. Things didn't go well, a couple soft hits, and then he kicks a fairly routine one, and before you know it, his bases loaded and tying runs on base, but he responded in a really positive way, and that's what he's shown that he's going to do for us so far this year.
This batting lineup, just talk about the vibe and the energy in the dugout. You finally break through late in this one, get a couple of runs, grab the lead, and then the next inning follow it up and get some insurance. What was the energy like from your team 1 through 9?
It was good. I thought we had good at-bats on Friday, good at-bats on Saturday, but we just weren't very sharp on the mound, and so you end up losing those games. But we had opportunities today, and we seemed to not be able to come up with a big hit, and, you start to sense a little bit of frustration there. But obviously Mish, hitting a home run there to get us on the board, and then Hayden Anderson in a huge spot coming off cold and getting the go-ahead run in a big spot. Man, that's cool. That's what great teams do, is they have guys embrace their role. I'm sure Hayden wishes he was starting in the lineup today, and he's certainly capable of it, but it wasn't the lineup we put out there today. There's one way to go. You feel sorry for yourself, you pout, you think, oh man, I'm getting screwed or whatever, and there's another way to go. So, man, I'm going to be ready for my opportunity whenever it comes, and he certainly was ready for his opportunity, and cool to see that pay off for him and pay off for us.
We got to tell you before we wrap up, a fan screamed 2 pitches prior, hey, we need a home run here to tie the game, and that's exactly what Mish did, his second career homer. It was really cool.
That's good coaching, I think. Maybe I should tell him to hit more home runs. We'd hit more home runs. That's a good idea. I like that.
It was good stuff we talked about. Anyway, appreciate you. Go get him. Tennessee is the next team up.